Now take, for example, your own computer, the way they've been making them lately. If you've bought a computer in the past few years, they're equipped with different technologies. And let me just get to the point. When your computer is off, it can still be on, and it will not turn on any of the lights, and it could be listening to you. It can activate a microphone or a microphone in there that you don't know. It can activate the camera or a camera that you don't know. And you can think it's off because you shut it off, but it has a way of turning itself on by getting a command in it, either from when it was made in the factory. It responds to a certain frequency that sends a signal to it at that wavelength and that frequency, and it tells the computer to activate certain systems to do certain things and to remain undetected. Or, if not at the manufacturer giving it this, software can be loaded on to your system without you even knowing about it while you're online, or it can activate your Wi-Fi, your wireless, and it can download it to you and automatically install. And if you think I'm kidding you, then you have to ask yourself, why do you trust the people that are running Microsoft? Why do you trust the antivirus corporations? Why do you trust Apple and their Mac computers? Why do you trust all of that? And actually, I can't extend this statement to talking about Linux and any of the variations of that operating system, because it's totally a different base and it may not be easily compromised. But we're talking about the average user anywhere around the world who buys this ready-made stuff with the ready-made Windows operating system or the Mac operating system. Why do you think that a Mac cannot be worked on? Why do you think it's so hard to open up a Mac and adjust the hardware? Why do you think the Apple iPhone works the way it is? You went from 1G, 2G, 3G, then 4G and 5G. There were tremendous changes in every new installment, or every new version that came out, and now it's the 5G, correct? So I'm talking about this at the phase of 5G. I'm talking about this at the phase of Windows 7 going into, what do they call it now, Windows 8? At this stage of the game, why do you trust these people? You think you're going to accept it at face value, what it looks like to you? And you think they're not doing something with the software and with the hardware that is just, at face value, what the computer seems to be doing, it's doing. No. Sometimes you might hear the computer, if you listen carefully, start up and do something and run a program, and you might think nothing of it. It might be just subconscious to you now because you've heard it so many times and you don't know what it is. It's kind of like hearing a mouse in the wall, or hearing, a little bug crawling around at night, and you don't know what it is, you don't see it, you don't know where it is, so you just dismiss it. There's a psychological term for that. And the people that make computers, they know that. They know that if they're not telling you, that you really don't know what's going on. You don't know how the computer's operating. And they can use this against you, against your own integrity, against your individuality, against your sovereignty and privacy. Privacy has everything to do with sovereignty. Sovereignty is not some strange like kooky word. It means that you're safe and secure in your own rights as a free-willed individual with inalienable rights, God-given rights, if you want to put it that way. Even atheists have to know about acts of God. You've got insurance policies, and all the insurance on your vehicles, there's act of God. That is a term. So having said that, I don't want to get into any of these kind of spiritual uh, debates. I want to talk about technology because my computer's connection started to freeze up. Uh-oh. I didn't talk about cell phones yet. Well, you know what? I said this was in the last video. Make a comment. We're going to discuss this. If you want to know about cell phones, your TV, how you use actually cable, huge, fast broadband download. See what you're doing in the living room or in your bedroom. Surveillance of Big Brother is to the level where you can't even measure it anymore. It's so beyond. Because of technology is going beyond the use of it. And the whole nonsense that's going on right now. Leave a comment. Tell me your concerns. I will get to them in the next continuation of this series. Like, share this with all your friends because they need to know. We need to get on this. Not for paranoia, but for education. We need to be aware. At least, I mean, the awareness that I have has been sufficient to get through. I'm still here. I ain't working for anybody. You can't say that about some of these other bigwigs out there. I'm not working for anybody, so I haven't been compromised by this stuff. Very, very little, if anything. It's been a struggle, but I'm still here to do what I need to do. Oh, I just heard some. See, now they're trying to get at me. You're trying to get at me. But you know what? I can overcome that with the power of the mind. I'm not trying to make anybody paranoid. Watch my other videos about world transmutation and how we can face the global crisis. But education is also part of solving the global crisis. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Be well today. I mean that. And I give you lots of love and caring and the fact that I want you to be everything that you can be. The being, the spirit that came into existence on this planet for a reason that you need to know and that you need to stick with. That's why I'm here. Myth and Truth by Mystery. And make sure you're subscribed. If you're a new subscriber and you just happen to find me, just by some fluke of nature, it's actually destiny that you're here. Double check and make sure you're subscribed because YouTube is flawed. And we have to prevent problems.